Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube, join our cult. Hello, welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast, joined by Ross on Wrestling.
I feel like I'm playing away. It's different. The surroundings are different. We should explain. I come in this room every week to do this podcast, and for some reason, even though this microphone has one job and one job only, it's always in a different position. And today, it was in a position that we've never seen before. It was unprecedented. And it turns out the thing's broken.
That's right.
So that's why this is like this today. If you can see it, if you can't see it, it's not going to make a difference, hopefully. But, if you can see it, that's why that's like that. Because this microphone that people are just supposed to talk into, what happens in here? Voiceovers, this podcast, Triple Jump podcast, pictures, videos. Nothing where somebody doesn't talk into it. Always moves. So it's broken.
That's right. So we are trying a different camera shot this week, and that's why not Tom.
How dare you?
I'm so used to Tom with Tom. Ross is slightly obscured, like Mike Wazowski on Monsters Inc., but he is here, honest. He's also joined by Jack the Jobber.
Hello. I like the sun, right? I like the sunshine, but it's getting a bit much now, isn't it?
Yes, if you are not in this part of the world, get used to hearing people like us complaining about the heat. It's hotter than a Kota Ibushi sex tape right now. We are all suffering. None of us wearing our best clothes.
Is that a thing?
No.
Anyway.
Is that a real thing?
No.
Oh, right.
I was going to say man can hope, but is that too obvious? I think it is.
Let's talk. What genre of porn would Kota Ibushi be in?
Any he likes.
Bit of bondage.
Bit of bondage.
Bit of bondage for the dads. Whips and chains excite me.
That's actually the voice he uses.
Is that Yorkshire Rihanna?
In the news this week, Charlotte versus Trish Stratus is happening at SummerSlam, and this has apparently been confirmed by Mr. Ryan Satan himself. And he's using Wrestling Observer newsletter /live as a source. So
no, he's not. That's not what I said to you. I said Ryan Satan first reported it, and then Meltzer and John Pollock saw that story and then had it confirmed to them separately.
Because he doesn't usually break stories.
Satan?
Yeah.
He does a few, to be fair to him.
Does he? What a great man he is. Also, Post Wrestling had it confirmed to them in this paper chain of basically who's going to be blamed when it gets changed because it leaked. But yeah, Charlotte versus Trish Stratus.
Go on, Canada. Go on the Canada. That's what they're doing, isn't it? Because out of nowhere, Natalia's in the championship match, and now Trish is coming back.
Yeah.
Team Canada, Petey Williams is being booked. That man who got what was he called? The muscular one from Team Canada. A1. Do you see his little video on Impact Wrestling channel the other day?
No.
I was watching it for some reason. He's just like, oh, hello, I'm still alive. I'm still well.
Oh, good. Also, Ryan Sutton can exclusively confirm A1 is not dead. Please don't die between now and next week. Oh, no,
he's still shredded, but he's still looking good. Good for him.
Unnamed weekly AEW show starts on October the 2nd.
Well, it'll be Wednesday Night Dynamite, won't it?
Yeah, they're just waiting for the old trademark application to clear, which is what sensible companies do.
Yes.
Not Cultaholic. Double jump, etc.
Oh, I see. Right. Anyway, it'll be 2 hours, 8 to 10 p.m. Central Time, which means that the rest of the world will be watching it in the morning the next day.
It's apparently a very good slot, though. Well, 8 to 10 p.m. That is a good slot.
Cool.
Well, I'm
not a TV guy, but
all right, okay, that's all right. Well, I'm not a TV guy either, but
I'll just to be pedantic, I would have preferred 9 to 11 actually.
All right,
because 9's the watershed, isn't it? So you could have had more edgy and saucier content.
But the second hour they might do a Warzone type.
Yeah. Midway through a match, fireworks are going. Hey, we can say F words now.
Cody comes out, he's like, "It's time for death ball," and just stuff rains down.
Seth Rollins on AEW. Oh, he had a good time this week, didn't he, this lad?
Oh, right. Oh, I'm getting... Okay, go on.
I'll have the big quote that's been going around, and then we can all pile on him. We're going to knock them dead like we do everybody else, referring to AEW.
They're taking food off my table.
No, a rising tide...
I'm you, He-Man.
A rising tide helps all boats.
Yes, it does.
He's wrong, I think.
As every day goes on, I dislike that man more and more.
It's bad,
it's so bad. It's like he had the world at his feet at WrestleMania. The storyline was making sense. It was compelling. He had the universe behind him. And now every time he speaks, he's just like, be quiet, you're a 32-year-old man. Not a 16-year-old guy. wearing flame shirts and whatnot. That's how he's going on, isn't it?
And in fairness, you don't need to listen to his thoughts on AEW to have that opinion. Just watch him on Raw.
Do you think he's backstage, like trying to fire up the locker room, who are all too busy playing computer games and stuff? He's like, "Come on, guys!" And they're all just like, "Sure,
Set your
man."
back, stand up.
He plays, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he does.
He's in that tournament, wasn't he?
He won one of the Madden
Aye,
ones.
He goes wild, doesn't he? Like a child, like a petulant That's basically all he is, isn't he? Just a child. Seth Rollins is a child. Look at me sat here calling Seth Rollins a child.
I love how fired up you are with your mic not being working properly. You know what? I hate Seth Rollins. I think he gets a lot of stick considering, well, what's he supposed to do? What do you think about AEW? Oh, God, we're doomed.
Nah.
Oh,
No, but I
just
can't-
sell me car.
I can't imagine John Cena giving the sort of answers that Seth Rollins being given.
This is the thing. It's like this company spokesman role isn't for him. He's too hot-headed and too knee-jerk with his reactions, I think.
Well, he likes jerking the knee. That's why he brooks in his nose. Anyway, a WWE writer is fired. Possibly that line I just said.
Two, I think.
Steve Oppenheim, that's a nice surname, had been with WWE since 2011 and worked as the in-office lead writer for WWE Raw. Steve Guerreri, meanwhile, had been with WWE since 2012, and his reported job title was co-lead writer for SmackDown Live.
That's the two have been fired.
Right. I mean, do they do this deliberately that we don't know who writes what, so we don't get attached when they get rid of them? Because
Maybe.
I don't know who these guys are.
No, I've never heard
I
of
don't
them.
know either.
But
Weird.
It had nothing to do with Heyman and Bischoff coming in, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, don't know who made the call. Maybe Vince. Who knows? Do you want to just throw a name out there? Who did it, Maffew?
No way, Jose.
Yeah.
Correct. Is he dating Alexa Bliss? Have you seen this online anywhere? I need this confirmed to me because my favourite wrestling YouTube channel has done upwards of 25 lists about couples recently. Wrestling couples. He's done every single title imaginable.
What's the name of the YouTube channel again, Ross?
It's Wrestling News Now.
Oh, so
News now.
WWE. And he just makes up random bollocks. And one of
Number
the
15, Cesaro and Ono. So go on.
One of the most random things he keeps peddling is that Alexa Bliss is dating No Way Jose. And I'm not that invested in wrestling couples behind the scenes, really. But I've not seen it anywhere else. I just want to know if it's true.
Some say that Alexa Bliss and No Way Jose. It's because he touched her back once at a
Yeah.
baseball game or something.
That's the sign. He did a list where that was an entry. He was like talking about, I don't know what the list was called. I don't know, most shocking couples or something. And that was the basis of their relationship, was like he zoomed in on the picture of the hand on the back.
They say journalism's dead. Any of the news this week seems pretty quiet on the Western Front.
I got some news.
Oh, go on, Ross.
Watching a bit of YouTube this morning, bit of Gary YouTube, Lanny Poffo talking about restless willies and who has the biggest ones. And I learned that Andre the Giant's penis would look good on anybody else but him. That is the line that Lanny gave about Andre the Giant's penis. There's some news for you.
Is that one of the kayfabe commentaries bits?
Yeah,
Is that what they made him do?
yeah.
Poor Lanny.
For those of you who don't know what Lanny Poffo's party trick is, actually, you know what?
Yeah.
We'll get demonetized, but...
Nah, we can talk about it. He used to suck himself off. Hey! Hole in the wall. Don't know where that came from.
Fired Up Ross is my favourite new character in Cultaholic.
I had a coffee before coming in.
Right.
Wow. Is that all?
Yeah.
And,
And a line of coke.
And so Rutger Hauer passed away. Has nothing to do with wrestling. Just want to say that his surname sounds like Stu Hart trying to say a woman of the night. So R.I.P. Rutger. Anything else?
Some 5-star matches have been dished out by Dave. And I know it's just one man's
Ooh.
opinion, but I quite like the fact that John Moxley's now got a 5-star match under his belt. He'd never had one before. Now his match with Ishii in the G1 got a 5-star rating. You see that match?
No.
Ishii did a splash from the top rope to the outside through a table. I've never seen Ishii do that before. He just needed to bloody take the fight to John Moxley. Also, he gave Ospreay Okada 5 3/4 stars, and it was really good, but I don't think it was that good. But you know, it's
what
one man's
rating would
opinion.
you have given it?
Like 4 3/4. There you go.
Oh, controversial.
Oh
And what would... Surely Moxley would have had a 5-star match in WWE. No, wait.
no! I looked on it on the cage match ratings.
No, I mean, like Matt Matthews' wall of stars.
Oh, I see.
You know what? The Hell in a Cell match was approaching 5 stars, and then Bray Wyatt did what Bray Wyatt does and completely ruined it.
Some of the 6-mans with the Shield, I suppose.
Oh, Wyatt family versus the Shield. That'd be 5 stars.
On Matthew's wall of
Wait a
stars.
minute, I'll check my stars. Yeah, 5
Well,
stars.
where is this wall of stars?
It's at home.
Okay.
Don't me to bring it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Full
great.
wall.
Not a full wall. I mean, not every match can be 5 stars. if Mike Awesome's in it, then absolutely. And that is...
I watched that match.
breaking news.
I watched that match the other day for the first time in a while. Tanaka and Awesome. The one from One Night Stand 2005. And it's just...
It's still got the line in the commentary, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it
From
does.
Joey Styles. They haven't cut it out.
On the DVD, they got rid of it.
It's on the network.
On the
still.
network.
Yeah. Get rid of it, man.
But,
For God's sake.
It's just how they do kick...
Salty Styles.
I know it's because it's Awesome and Snacker, but they do kick out of a lot of stuff. And every time it cuts to JBL up on the balcony going, kick out, kick out. And then they do, and they're all like, oh, just getting legitimately drunk and taking the piss.
If they do another Legends show, they do need to get some old drunk guy even drunker. And so, what do you think? Kiss my ass. This show sucks.
It was shortly before he beat up the Blue Meanie.
Oh, yeah.
And I met the Blue Meanie in Vegas, and he was genuinely a lovely guy, so I just can't understand why you'd want to beat him up. Sad. Never mind.
Because he sat at the front of a plane once.
Right, okay. Wrestling's weird.
Or something.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Now it's time for everyone's contract-mandated favourite segment of the show, the Hall of Fame. And in ascending order from last week...
I am very pleased.
I'm not. In third place, Mint Sauce, with an amazing 13%, which pretty much sums up my
Amazing.
thoughts on that too.
I put that tweet out after the podcast went live last week, and some of the replies. Woof.
The Mint Sauce?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. What were they saying?
Oh, it was half and half, just about the reaction I got.
Oh.
Not like that, for some reason.
Yeah, right. Well, but I mean, I have to admit, I did go and get some mint sauce and then basically mixed it up like it was, tomato ketchup with my pasta. Stir, stir, stir. So it was everywhere. I mean, they're going, yeah, it turns out it doesn't work with it. So, yeah, I think that's a deserving place. Second place, Taurus, Aldi's version of Strongbow Dark Fruits, 42%.
That's a gout, I'll take that. That's a good result. I was shocked that many people knew. I wouldn't have thought too many people
I don't know.
that watch our
I think that's a
podcast.
vote for all of the Aldi/Lidl knockoffs because I probably would have voted for that because their rum and whiskey, oof.
Delightful.
Oof. And Roger Federer, 46%. So another thing he's won.
Well deserved
after 2
from
weeks.
Roger Fed. Yeah, he's a true great
Yeah.
of wrestling. So
Yeah.
stick him in.
When you think wrestling podcast, you think Roger Federer.
He
Well
didn't-
done, Jack.
He didn't even win Wimbledon this year, but he did win a place in the Hall of Fame, and I'm pretty pleased with that. That was a big battle between Taurus and Roger Federer.
Oh, yeah, it was heating up.
Really delighted with that. Not
We
delighted.
had a Photoshop John like Tom Campbell. That'd be great. Can you do Photoshop like the Mortal Kombat pose was knock off Dark Fruits and Roger Federer?
Don't call it knockoff dark fruit. It's Taurus.
Sorry, the cheaper equivalent to. How do you say that then? Is it if you don't say knockoff?
Own brand.
Own brand. That's it.
Aldi
Darker
value.
fruits. So, Fedhead, what do you want?
Fedhead.
Let's make it up.
I hadn't come prepared, to be honest.
I'm glad that you say that on the podcast, Jack. That's
No,
great.
I have done the past few times, but this time I haven't. So I'm gonna go for. Oh, let's have a little thing.
I've got one if you want to think.
Yes,
of one.
please. Yes.
Because I like the idea of using this as a test audience to see what the people are like. It turns out you've got no connection with them whatsoever, as I did a tweet this week which bombed. But I'm not going to bring up Burnout, because I know I'm right about that. Burnout Paradise is a rough, average game.
I saw that tweet.
Yeah, I'm not going to bring it up, it's not for debate. What is up for debate is I've noticed more and more the shock and hatred of, however you want to say it, sparkling or fizzy water.
Oh, it's
Oh,
awful.
it's a disgusting thing.
Oh, is that it? Right. I think this is just a few people who allowed. Now, lots of Twitter followers saying this untruths. So I am going to nominate fizzy water.
What, you like
Just
it?
plain.
I like fizzy water. And
Wow.
the Germans love fizzy water. It is standard over there. You ask for
Is
water
it?
and they give you it. It's fizzy.
Oh.
What did they say when you say, "Can I have a water, please"?
Not a lot.
Ah, I drink Wasser.
Eh?
No, to be
No.
fair, it is Wasser, so they probably would understand that.
I know.
Oh, ah.
I know Wasser. But if you're at a bar, it's like, that.
That.
Oh, Wasser.
Have you got a soda stream at home?
I did used to have one as a kid.
My mum used to have one. I didn't like it. Did
No.
not like it.
Because we ran out of the flavours, so it turns out you just put it in with no flavour, you just get fizzy water.
Yeah.
It's like water for the non-northern, but I'm going to say water.
Water.
Force of habit.
I'm going to nominate. Are you finished?
I could probably go on for another hour, but
About
I'll
how
leave
good
it like
it
that.
is.
Because
It's
there's
not
some
nice.
shocking tweets about it with
it's
thousands,
awful.
1,000 people going like sparkling water was like mediocrity
It's
in a
awful.
bottle or
It's just.
something.
It's bad.
Horrible bite in the side. I disagree. I like it.
Why don't you just flavour it with some mint sauce? It'd be nice.
So my vote is sparkling water. What have you got, Jack?
I'm going to nominate Still Water. I think it's a better
And
shout
the
than
Ocean of
sparkling
Lake.
water, especially with the weather being like it has this past week. I think It refreshes you in a way that sparkling water just doesn't. I'm talking about it like sparkling water was first and then still water was invented later on.
Yeah, they have to wait. Actually, that's how still water's made. They have to get sparkling water and leave it out for a bit.
Yeah. Still water for me. Preferably cold. But, it's just... Most of our bodies are comprised of it. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, come on. Try to sound more philosophical. Well, we are 80% water.
It's the essence of life, and yeah, great. Still water for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but what about the water temple?
Oh, I hate that level.
That war crime.
Yeah, but that's more like salt water, I think. Not, I assume. We're talking about the Zelda, the water temple.
Ross, what's yours?
I've got a wrestling one, mate.
Oh my
Shut
god!
up.
Aye,
Go on.
Dexter Loomis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
After last week's podcast, I caught NXT and the breakout tournament that's happening, and I've got a new favourite wrestler, and it's Dexter Loomis. I love everything about him. I know I had past in TNA and whatnot, but who cares about that? He's got a brand new character, I think, maybe. He wasn't a psychotic lizard man, was he, back in TNA?
He wasn't a lizard man.
Near enough.
He was just Dexter, the character.
Yeah, that's a funny thing. What was his name in
Samuel
TNA?
Shaw.
Samuel's calling him Shaw Samuels then. Samuel Shaw.
Imagine Shaw Samuels. Right.
Have you seen that body? Nah, mate. But yeah, they have to rename this guy who played a creepy serial killer who was a knockoff of a TV. I've got it. Dexter Loomis.
But everything about, I love his theme. You don't have enough themes like that these days. Like, I miss the days of like the Truth Commission theme and Earthquakes theme and themes like that. Not
fit the character, you mean?
Not Isaac Yankem. That's too far.
Right to censor.
Yeah, it did a job, didn't it? It made you annoyed. But yeah, that could... I've said this last week in the office, when you go to bed and you've got a bit of music on the background and a certain song just comes on and makes you feel all like snuggly and ooh, I'm warm in bed. Dexter Loomis's theme is that sort of tune. Ooh.
Well, how does it go?
It's just like atmospheric.
The Dexter theme.
I can't do it.
Oh, okay.
But his little slither into the ring like that. I like his eyes and his mustache. I like.
I know the one you mean in Dexter's Laboratory.
And his sister. Forgotten.
Dee Dee.
That's the one. Yeah.
I used to be well on Dexter's side. I got annoyed at Dee Dee when I watched that.
I can't remember it. I remember the opening theme when they run through the house in the laboratory.
In Dexter's
Lab. Oh, that's the outro, isn't it? Because But then that's it. His sister runs in and calls it DQ, and she's going, Dee Dee, no.
She just caused absolute havoc. I hated Dee Dee as a character. Oh, I'm getting annoyed just thinking about her. Yeah.
Make a mental note. Vote for Dee Dee next week.
But then sometimes she'd help him out because Mandark would try and cause trouble, but he fancied Dee Dee, so that would put a spanner in the works.
What did Mandark look like again?
He was like
me.
No, he didn't look like you. He was taller than Dexter. He had like a black haircut, black glasses. Haircut, glasses.
Ah, yes, I remember. It's all coming back.
That was it. It'd be like Mandrake laughing and looks is the Cartoon Network logo. So.
Oh, remember Mucha Lucha?
No.
Do you not? The
Mucha
wrestling
Lucha?
Cartoon on Cartoon Network.
What? When was
Mucha
this?
Lucha, probably like early 2000s. The
No,
main
it can't
character
be early 2000s.
It was. The main character was called
That'd be daft.
main character was called Ricochet. Yeah, no, genuinely. Check.
Looks familiar. Eye emoji.
Everyone watching this of a certain age may remember.
I don't remember. What was it on?
Mucha Lucha, Cartoon Network, I
I'm
think.
just going to be very rude and look at my phone here about Mucha Lucha.
No,
because I
do
don't
you
know what
remember
you're
it?
talking
There was Ricochet, Buena Girl, and the Flea. They were the three main characters.
Bueno girl, but
Good girl.
Yeah, good at wrestling. The Flea was they all wore masks because they went to wrestling school. They were kids.
wrestling school. Okay.
Well, it was a school which was wrestling themed. The head teacher was like a famous luchador or something. Have you found it?
Yeah.
Mucha Lucha? When was it?
Yeah. 2002. Was on Cartoon Network though, was it?
Was it?
Oh, it was on Disney XD in the UK.
Oh, I never watched it. I never had Disney XD.
What the hell is Disney XD?
I don't know. I'm sure it's
No. I'm the classic Cartoon Network lineup of Dexter's Lab, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ed, Eddie, Powerpuff Girls,
Edge, Angela,
Anaconda.
Anaconda.
My name is Angela.
Hey, hello. Welcome to my very own show. I'll introduce my friends to you. Oh no, it's Ninny Poo.
Yeah. No,
So
I've never
they were
seen
Mike
it.
Olsen theme. That
Wasn't
Angela is her name. Oh,
wasn't I don't know if I should say this, but wasn't Ninny Poo's real name like Nanette Benoit?
I've got no
Yeah.
idea.
I'm gonna search that while he's carrying on.
She
How
was,
dare you look at your phone and stuff when you're on
she
your...
was the heel though, wasn't she?
She was the heel.
Well, great name. So, while Jack confirms these details with Ryan Satan, the choices this week are the right choice, Fizzy Water, the wrong choice, non-fizzy water.
Still water.
That's how we call it in the UK. Have a non-fizzy water, please. And a wrestling choice, which is Dexter Lumis. Him in general, just his theme.
Just him in general. I'm captivated by his character. Shame he lost to Big Bronson Reed, I think he's called now. Jonah Rock.
Yes, that's right.
Shame he lost.
It's very hard to keep up all these name changes, but I'm not going to get Dexter Lumis, the most unsubtle name you've ever heard. Oh, breaking news.
It's okay. She's Nanette Manoir.
Chris's cousin.
The Net Memoir is here and he's really angry. So if you'd like to vote for any of those sterling choices, you can obviously go to patreon.com/cultaholic and select with your wallet.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
And let's have a look at the week of wrestling. Monday Night Raw. Raw reunion.
Right.
Reunion.
Now, I really...
Reunion.
I don't know, maybe I'm just too much of a killjoy. I hated this show, and then people online were like, no, it was all right, Jack, but it wasn't.
I thought there was plenty of fun in it, me. But if you took Cena and the Usos, there was 4 bits.
Go on.
Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good.
If you took out... there was 2 more bits. Everything with the 24/7 title.
Okay.
Of course. And 1 more bit, which I can't remember.
The beer party?
It was bloody awful.
Beer
yeah,
party.
Austin's promo at the end. If you took all them 4 out, it was pissing awful. But they were there, so it wasn't too bad.
I get you. I mean, if this is the first one of these shows you've seen, you probably think people like me and Jack and Ross are being too miserable on the show, but they have done at least 20 of these shows, so I feel like I've seen this exact formula a bunch of times. I mean, might be wrong, was Old School Raw the first one they did of that?
I can't remember, maybe?
Because that was great, and they've just basically imitated that every week.
Raw 25 wasn't good.
No.
Yeah,
well, to varying degrees of success, man, we'll run down this. John Cena returned and traded raps with the Usos. Y'all look like your mugshots. Yeah.
How was it getting arrested? Publicly traded company, superstars as role models, bringing that up. Eek.
John Cena!
I hope he gets arrested now.
Cena's
I'm
never
one
gonna
of those
get
people.
arrested.
What?
Now that he's
What,
brought
for
that
bringing
up,
it up?
now that he's brought that up, I hope he gets arrested.
What?
And that Raw Reunion 2 next year, the Usos can go, you look like your mugshot now, you dick. That's how my mind
You
works.
smashed up that Weatherspoon. I can't think of what John would get arrested for.
No, Cena should have got arrested for stealing the show.
Hey!
And then Usos defeated Raw Tag Team Champions Revival because it's the Raw Tag Team division. Who cares?
Devon Dudley is their dad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
right.
Rikishi was with the Usos. Fair
makes
enough.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah, Devon. Not even Reverend Devon. Dudley Boy Devon was with the Revival. He's now their...
Father.
Yeah. Yeah.
This will all be forgotten about in a week's time, so it's all right. Drew McIntyre
But it was,
attacks Cedric
sorry,
Alexander.
it was just a bit awkward when
Oh.
the Dudley Boys music hit, and I was like...
The Dudley Boy,
Yeah.
singular.
Just Devon.
Yeah, not even Spike wanted to show up. Drew Mac defeated Cedric Alexander with
Good.
the boingy boing.
It wasn't even a match. He just attacked him and beat him up.
Good.
Oh, he hasn't technically beaten him. Oh.
No. Well, he beat him in that tag match when he was Gary. They
mop
won a
hobbler.
piece. Yeah.
I love saying that so much. The Viking Raiders defeated Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins because it's the Raw Tag Team division. Roman Reigns defeated Samoa Joe. And the other highlight of the show, Samoa Joe basically coming out and calling the show what it was. The show that is indulging your ridiculous addiction to nostalgia. And then Joe Reigns about to go at it, and then Joe goes, I don't want to give you what you want. Sort off.
It's all nice and good when he does say things like that, but then he loses all the time, and it's it makes me sad.
Yeah, but he's losing to Roman Reigns and Kofi's the champion.
He
These
can
aren't
beat them
losses
once
that
in a
mean
while,
anything.
though. Surely.
Yeah.
Surely. No, no, maybe not Reigns under the circumstances. In fact, no. Shane McMahon beat Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe can beat Roman Reigns. Samoa Joe can beat anybody. I believe in Samoa Joe.
Can we get more coffee for Ross? Rey Mysterio confronted Seth... No, I've missed a bit. I beg your pardon. Paul Heyman confronted Seth Rollins on Miz TV, boy, what a great segment.
This reminded me of the Suffering Succotash promo.
Yes, it did.
When Rollins starts to do an impression of... Rollins should be devastated. Brock Lesnar's taken his belt and made him look soft in front of his lass. Rollins should be really angry. And basically, instead, he did the whole John Cena at his worst or Roman Reigns, not taking it seriously, going like, Brock Lesnar, doing a Paul Heyman impression and making fun of Brock's eyes and neck veins. And I was just like...
And his big red face.
Yeah.
They had it right at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Just have him go, this fella's doesn't like coming here to work. He's a mercenary. He's taking the belt for hostage. Just say that again, because it's true.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
It sounds like people realizing now that they were cheering for Rollins when he wasn't a good... he's never been a good guy promo.
No.
But they were cheering for him because he was the the closest thing they had to a star at that point, at the top of the thing with Reigns and everyone else going. But now they're realizing you give enough time, he'll sound like a whinier Gilbert Gottfried, and this did not do enough. So the only reaction it got from the crowd, who'd been hot all night, was, "Oh, r/square circle will ride."
No, he also scared off Heyman. And which was meant to make him look cool, I think, because Heyman did the whole drop in the mic, like, "Whoa," and then ran away. And he also said that Brock Lesnar was a Seth Rollins wannabe.
Yeah,
that makes
he's like
no sense.
The only reason it took Brock 4 years to cash in is because Brock Lesnar is a Seth Rollins wannabe. Not that Brock held the title for 2 years. Rollins was injured for about 10 months. Rollins then spent the next remaining that time in the mid-card. Yeah. Stuff like that.
It's not a good look when the good guy says this and you all go, "You're wrong."
Yeah.
No. You're wrong, and Brock Lesnar's going to eat you for the protein at SummerSlam. And Rey Mysterio defeated Sami Zayn.
The Four Horsemen came out.
They used
Who were they?
Rob Van Dam, his regular tag partner, Sergeant Slaughter, their buddy, Kurt Angle, and the Hurricane.
So you have that quick match startup, like in new video games. And they get one really, I don't know which Facebook page it was, but it was a screenshot of RVD and goes, "When you're so high, you show up to Raw instead of Impact."
To be fair, he's looked more high on Impact than he did on Raw this week. The one Impact thing I saw recently, he looked off his box. It was amazing. His face was red. And his eyes were even redder.
You can't call him high if he never comes down. His permanent state of being is like that.
He's not clear to do any high spots. He can't wrestle in WWE because of his eyes.
Well done for saving that.
Yeah.
But I thought initially they used the wrong...
Wait, sorry, his eyes?
Apparently it's something to do with his vision.
Was that?
That's why he couldn't get clear.
I thought you were joking.
Because he does you may have seen it on YouTube, he does do an amazing out of nowhere Shawn Michaels impression by making his eyes do like, I'm like, that's really good that he can do it. No, his eyes are already that good, I guess.
RVD isn't clear to wrestle in WWE.
Oh. I thought it was concussions, not his eyes.
Maybe that makes sense.
He said Pentagon Jr. gave him such a bad concussion last time they wrestled that's the reason why he said it.
That's why he didn't do the frog. That's why no one hit a move. Rey Mysterio did the 5-star frog splash instead. But yeah.
Yeah, then that obviously ruined them. Oh, if only RVD had done a move and then
why is he cleared an Impact then?
Because they need him. Seth Rollins defeated UFC.
Why did he wear a singlet?
Because he's a wrestler. And all wrestlers wear their wrestling clothes 24/7.
Yeah.
Even when they're going down to the shops.
I wouldn't recognise them if they didn't have the gear on. I see wrestlers after shows and I'm like, who are you? The guy was in the main event. Yeah, well, all right, Ospreay, go away.
I'll tell you what though, I thought initially they'd used the wrong ginger man in this segment because Sami Zayn still got a lot to offer for me. Heath Slater's the guy you want, that surely is a throwback. He's still on Raw, I think.
Oh, okay.
He's still a thing. He's still alive. But then we got that tweet from Sammy yesterday, and it was all fine. Did you see the tweet from Sammy?
No.
He was shooting on these legends. I can't remember what he said word for word, but it was a good tweet. So some good came of that for Sammy.
You. Seth Rollins defeated US champion AJ Styles.
Oh, sorry, there was one more bit I've remembered. Sorry.
How dare you interrupt the flow?
Before that match, Sammy is in the locker room, basically cutting, or at the party backstage, cutting a Samoa Joe promo, saying like, "Oh, you're all legends, you're rubbish." And Rey Mysterio sticks up for the legends and goes, "You need to remember who paved the way for you." And then Kelly's in the background.
Jillian Hall was as well.
Yeah, like, did they pave the way for Sami Zayn? I don't know. Maybe he was a big fan.
Yeah, they also little matches as well. Seth Rollins defeated US champion AJ Styles via DQ. And didn't really matter. And I was like, did that match happen? I'm like, oh yeah, right. And then DX and the Click helped Rollins turn the OC back. Oh yeah, wait. Why are they called the OC now? Is it
because
New Japan have gone? Hang on, how dare you call yourself BC?
They are the original.
Oh, right.
They are the official. They are the only club that matters. They are AJ Styles.
Food on my wife's table.
They are the only club that matters.
Can AJ and Rollins have a food on the tables match? AJ once talked about. We did an interview with him at What Culture.
Who?
And he did it. AJ Styles. And he did it. It's when he said moves are easy. It's when he said that in that interview. It's the little things. And he also said, you know, I like to get food on my table, my wife's table, my kids' tables. And we're like, how many tables does this bloke got in his house? And they'll sit separately and eat. But he was just using a bad metaphor. And now Rollins has talked about table. That's why I brought.
Why are you ragging on that good metaphor? Yeah,
it's not a good metaphor.
He's putting kids on his tables.
He's putting food on his various tables in his house.
Yeah.
Fair play.
That's a good setup if he's got kids' tables in the other room. I mean,
maybe they used he meant TV trays because at home, my mum's house, I've got my own TV tray.
Yeah, fair enough.
You guys have been very pedantic. Anyway, let's move on because there's plenty of other stuff.
It's called content and it's entertainment.
It's stupid content. How many tables does he have?
You can tell that it's not normally this hot in Newcastle because we're all a bit. Whoa.
You think his house is just made of this? Shut up, Trump! Okay, so the OC now, and thankfully no one sent me any videos about California.
Oh, well, I did that as my intro the other day.
Well, somebody had to. Okay, you're the guy that did it. That's fine. Let's move on, lads. Yeah, the entire click/DX/whatever came out to threaten the OC, and the OC couldn't hang with these. I'm trying to think of a cool word for old people. Nothing's happening.
I don't know.
Gadgies. These bus pass holders.
And just Road Dogg introducing everybody, and we thought he was going to start on stream. The chat started saying like, and right behind him, be Brian Blair, just stuff like that, because he kept on being like, and right behind him, it's the whoever was with him.
I see.
Because Road Dogg was
And behind him, Paul
I think it
Roma.
was Ross who pointed out Road Dogg was the star of the show in this segment.
Yeah, you had the Netroots
absolutely.
with X-Pac, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, but Road Dogg was the guy who had his Tron, his music, the guy with the mic. I understand him speaking because he is the best speaker out of those four of those people, but you've got more star power than Road Dogg. Surely.
No, I think Kevin Nash should have just moved everyone, put a table, started doing a shoot interview. So tell us about how you wrestled like Bret Hart. Well,
I listened to a few Nash shoot interviews. Not that one, not the food one, but and a lot of them it's just stories about him in the clique, like being on pills in front of the police.
Oh, he's so good. He's so cool though.
But then every story ends with like it was like Triple H or someone who doesn't quite party as hard as them saying like, "You guys live like this," and they're like, "Yeah, man, whatever." I'm like, "Oh, shut up, man, Kev."
And they all just go like that towards the camera.
Click. So yeah, what a great. And then Seth Rollins looked like a star, just so people get memes of him. When all the guys hugged
so
Seth.
good. Oh god.
It's a perfect metaphor.
Yeah,
everyone
really.
said it. They look towards the past all the time. But here, again, Rollins being cringy. The way he just said "suck it" annoyed me.
Did he say like Kane when he said it without his voice?
Suck it. With AJ4, suck it.
Anyway, Bray Wyatt attacked Mick Foley. It
Good
was
on Mick.
The only time one of these what they call normal roster people, non-fizzy water attacked a fizzy water, and yeah, Mick Foley took the claw as the noise played over, which I imagine was Seth Rollins shaking everyone's hand backstage.
Do you think that move will get passed on now? Do you think Bray will start using the claw? I'd quite like that.
Yeah.
And Sister Abigail, he's got two now. I'd like that.
I'll remain neutral until we see what happens next week because this is all non-canon.
Do you want to talk about the commentary?
Oh, there we go. I've seen a lot of people hating this.
What commentary?
Michael Cole.
I've forgotten completely what happened.
So the lights go down and then you get this. The Fiend appears on screen for like a millisecond and Cole's like, "No, not now, not here, not now." And what was it, Corey? You went, "It's the Fiend." Like they just made it too obvious.
Well, yeah, I'm supposed to say something. All the lights are going off and Mick Foley's about to get eaten.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think people are too critical of Cole. I agree that when Baron Corbin hit End of Days, Cole was like, "End of days, end of days, end of days." Sorry, lads.
When was that?
At
WrestleMania?
Extreme Rules.
Oh, and Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that wrong, but okay. And speaking of which, Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch and Natalya brawled on a moment of bliss. That didn't involve any legends, so I don't remember anything happening.
It was just a bit of fire and spice, I guess. To
No,
feud.
actually, I'll tell a lie. Yeah, it was actually all right. They were going, you didn't give me help when I started here.
Natalya went, "Our careers are very similar.
Oh,
we
yeah,
met
she
in Japan." And then Becky went, "Our careers aren't similar. I won the belt in the main event of WrestleMania."
That was good, actually. Yeah, what was talking about? I didn't give that enough love as well. Yeah, it was the little subtle, like, "Oh, yeah, you didn't really help me, though." Ooh.
Oh.
So, Superstars, Legends, and Hall of Famers won and lost the 24/7 championship. And R-Squared Circle lost their load when they realised, Ted DiBiase may have been the first proper title he's ever won. Disregarding the fact that he was the $1 million champion.
Well, it's not.
Thank you very much.
It's not a proper title.
That's not a proper title, but the 24/7 title, right?
Yeah.
But never mind that. I did not know who Alundra Blaze was until
She looks
she went to put
different.
the title in the bin. I went, "Oh, it's Alundra Blaze." She used to wear the Blaze gear.
She used to have wilder hair.
Yeah.
She tamed her hair a bit.
She was like, "Aha, I've won the title." I'm like, "Who are you?"
I could tell her she
Are you
was.
Michelle McCool?
I could tell her she was at Evolution, the pay-per-view. I could tell then. Something's changed.
I knew who it was, just to throw that in there.
All right.
Shut up.
Just to throw a bit of balance in there.
Did
But it's
you?
a shame that it was when her and Candice Michelle, who else got no reaction whatsoever. It's a shame when that happens, isn't it? It's just very awkward.
Melina as a
She
referee.
have sashes like mayors on it. Oh, no, she is.
But Gerald Briscoe got a good pop. That could probably
Yeah.
be a rename thing. We never got to see Brother Love pop if it was still alive or not, which is a shame.
No, and we didn't get to see Briscoe actually pin Patterson, who
Fair
must have been
enough.
so knackered he could have another man lie on top of him for 3 seconds. Make your own joke. It was just like, hey, during the break, I pinned him. I'm like, wow, how bad are you? They can't even do that.
Well, DiBiase got pinned inside the car, so you couldn't see that either.
Well, yeah, but they couldn't have like, whatever. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can't put. You
They
can't
should
put
have just
drug
had
over
Pat
Teddy.
Patterson just stay true to real life. Just have him sleep and then Jerry pins him doing that. Because
What a great segment that was.
The famous story when we met him, well, didn't meet him at Wrestling Media Con, he was just asleep on a bench.
Oh, I thought you meant the old SmackDown.
He slept a lot, bless him. He's an old man.
He's fantastic.
He is.
Yeah.
He's 73 years young. Ready for an NXT title shot.
I loved it all, me. I loved everything with the 24/7.
Oh, yeah, it was all great.
I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes next, because now R-Truth's off in the car with Renee, and but Drake Maverick's with Carmella. What's gonna happen?
Also, I know this company loves doing ribs on TV. Anyone else notice this or think about this or how my mind works? So Mike and Maria are there at the Legends party, so God knows why. I think they were giving out drinks. And Bischoff was there, talking about, hey, getting cooked. Well, Bischoff was famously involved in the Gold Club thing, where basically he...
Wife swapping thing.
Yeah.
Was he?
Do you remember
It was
that?
him and DDP, wasn't it?
Yeah, I forget who the guy was, but Bischoff was definitely one of them. I'm like, they could have had anybody in this segment to be with Mike and Maria, and they picked the one guy who you could technically use cook, but in a nice way.
Oh, it's just me being nitpicky again, but him saying, oh, maybe you should come over to SmackDown. Like, he wanted
The
them.
Gold
Why-
SmackDown.
Why would you want that Mike and Maria from a kayfabe sense on SmackDown? You've
Just
got-
so they
lose all
could
the
put
matches.
Bischoff on TV, and people like me go, oh, I got that. Good one, huh? And then Braun Strowman defeated Randy Rowe.
I liked this enhancement man. He bumped really well. I liked him.
Braun Strowman is back to being cool again. Yay,
I
good.
thought it was
because
weird, me, though.
Oh, go on.
Because, like, obviously this was put on so people who don't watch normally came back and watched all the old people and get introduced to these new people.
Yes,
And introduced Braun Strowman, who can do amazing things by having him have the most basic squash match ever.
that's true.
Why not do like with Bobby Lashley? Do something amazing like that and just think, oh, God, I like him.
Yeah.
Because like, he looked like the Great Khali, didn't he? A bit better than
Yeah,
Great Khali.
good. Hey, Carly's first year. Wow.
The good Carly.
Yeah.
It's not as
The
good as the
good-
great the good Carly.
Did you know he was signed to WCW? I learned that this week.
Carly?
Khali was signed to WCW for about 9 months in 2000 or something.
Did he ever appear?
No.
No, I went to New Japan, which is ridiculous to see if you ever got to see any of that on New Japan World or whatever the hell
Imagine him in
it's
the
called.
G1.
No, but him and, was he in NWO? No, what Chono's group was?
I don't. Oh,
Somebody 2000. Can't be in NWO by then. They were dead.
I can't remember.
I'm talking about stuff I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's move on. And Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, and Ric Flair gave a toast to Raw in general and made us all realize, God, the show isn't like this anymore, is it? Which was a good thing for the slight boost in ratings they had this week, but not so good in the long run because it was all well and dandy. But it did remind you, did Randy Orton get really popular and top the card by beating up legends
Yes.
instead of, sharing space with them and going, oh, hi, Hogan. Good to see you.
So Alicia Fox is a legend now. She was in the Legends bit.
I like
Yeah.
to think she just turned up thinking, oh, I'm back to work, everybody. Well, you're retired now, Alicia. All the best. Just go and stand over there with the old people.
And I desperately want to know the story that Austin was about to tell before time ran out of him and Gerald Briscoe in South Africa. Because he's like, time's running out, I've got to Gerald Briscoe. And then Briscoe.
When we ended apartheid, oh, good times, Briscoe. Out of nowhere.
I also enjoyed how prominent the Boogeyman made himself. He was right next to Austin. It was like
Austin said anything, I was going to see Flair, I was going to see Hogan.
Simmons,
Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman.
What?
Well, he was on
He
the.
gave him a lift to the arena.
He also did a bit of a fun running the ropes afterwards. Once the cameras went off, that was on Reddit and that. God, he just had a great time, didn't
When
he?
was the last time Austin was on the show? Because I remember he hadn't been at a few
Raw
with them.
25, wasn't it?
But before then, wasn't it a big gap where he declined appearances and stuff because he's just been busy doing shows about
WrestleMania
guns?
30, was it not?
Maybe.
Yeah, it might have been.
No, WrestleMania 32, we were there.
Oh, yeah, 32.
He
was
came
it?
out
Oh,
and
God.
stunned Xavier Woods and that. Rusev.
Move on. I'll go talk about WrestleMania 32.
That was great because Michaels was in excellent shape and the other two were.
Well, apparently, I was listening to Batista and talk with Jericho. He was supposed to be Foley in that segment, but he turned it down.
Batista.
Batista was supposed to be Foley.
That
he
makes
turned it
less
down,
sense.
What?
I think it makes more sense for it to be Michaels, Foley, and Austin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well done, Batista. So the only one with common sense in wrestling. SmackDown, which is a bit better. Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon agreed to a match at SummerSlam with a special stipulation that Owens must leave / retire / quit.
Yes. Because he's not going to.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what we're getting to SummerSlam. Nakamura defeated Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
And what was, it was good action-wise. It was weird to see Nakamura actually have a long match with Apollo Crews after Apollo Crews has had maybe a minute combined against Andrade the last few weeks. But then it was funny because Nakamura started beating up Apollo Crews afterwards. New Day at ringside going, where's his friends to help him? We're not. We barely know the guy, but surely he's got some friends. Oh, no, he hasn't. All right, that's a bit awkward. Ziggler attacked Shawn Michaels and The Miz during Miz TV. And, all right, credit to them having one guy get something over the legends, and that's a good usage of them. Did it have to be Ziggler to build heat for the Miz feud? The Miz-Ziggler feud has been resurrected more times than effing Dracula.
There were some zingers in this promo segment.
Ziggler looked amazing come out with this, though.
Dolph Zinger. It's the bit where the bit where he called Michaels embarrassing, and Michaels went,
that was true.
You know what's embarrassing? Dedicating your career to being a second-rate Shawn Michaels, and then Ziggler went, "There's only one second-rate Shawn Michaels in here," and I'm looking at him right now.
That was
class.
That was good.
That's so good.
That comedy circuit working wonders for him. And then Miz, he tried to intervene and he punched and he hold Shawn Michaels like he was just like, "No, you cling on so-and-so's, you've killed my son." Ember Moon defeated Charlotte Flair and, minus 3 seconds.
This pissed me off. This did. This just pissed me off.
I think everything pissing you off today, Ross, but go on, tell us what's on your mind.
No, I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. My body's ready for Charlotte versus Ember Moon. Give it 20 minutes. Let's go. If you fair, I understand that's a pay-per-view caliber match, but if you book yourself into that, get out of it a bit less harsh.
Right.
Don't make me feel so angry with what I'm seeing.
I get you.
I was annoyed at Bayley, the babyface, for ruining the match.
Yeah.
Babyface.
Babyface.
WWE champion Kofi Kingston issued a SummerSlam challenge to Randy Orton, and what a good segment this was.
Some zingers in this one as well.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
It was a good. Remember, 10 years ago when I was kicking ass, the entire crowd was chanting your name. I was like, yes, I do remember this. And it's like, it's sometimes a bit annoying when they go, and remember, you held me down. And it's like, well, what do you mean? In wrestling, it's like Randy Orton, yeah, I held you down for 3 seconds and pinned you. But it kind of works. And Orton went, yeah, I did. You weren't ready?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
And you're not ready now? Yeah, it's great.
And he went, now, I remember that really clearly and vividly, the push of Kofi Kingston to was supposed to be main eventer. And then it's like, oh, Sheamus came along and ruined everything. But then I'd forgotten this until Orton brought it up. It happened this year. And he goes, yeah, don't forget, I'm the reason you're the champion. What do you mean? He goes, well, I'm the guy that injured Ali.
Yeah.
And then you had to take his place at Elimination Chamber, and that's how you won that. He's like, oh, yeah, he did do that, didn't he? So, yeah, loved all this.
It was actually a pretty good SmackDown for the most part.
Yeah, Samoa Joe, they had a match, remember him? Samoa Joe and Kofi Kingston, and then Orton interfered, and then he gave Joe the thing.
Well, I liked how Kofi was ready for the RKO. He was like, whoa.
He does that.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
The George.
But I was like, well, that's an unorthodox fighting stance. He must know more complicated stuff that I'm just not familiar with
I
seeing.
don't get a fighting stance. It's Luke Gallows punched in the corner. He always starts that and then goes like that and back to there. I don't get that.
Isn't it the block, in case he does?
Is there a big gap in the middle?
I mean, it's a big gap in the middle. I could see a flaw in that strategy.
Like, sort of hunched and then he's sort of like open like that, but he goes like...
Oh.
It's weird.
That is weird.
Or is it like that? I don't know. It's
maybe,
a bit strange.
Maybe he intends it to be like, a boxer, but like, peekaboo.
My favourite is Undertaker's like the best pure striker in WWE history.
Yeah, I would get told that.
And
On
his
the soup bones he's throwing.
And his strikes are always that, and then that thing, like it's not his elbow, it's like his hip and side. He just goes.
Dude, that's what Popeye does. Have you got the spinach? He just beats in the guy. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, I digress. Kofi Kingston's battle with Samoa Joe. I don't know. I should have been above that. Finn Balor challenged Bray Wyatt to clash at SummerSlam.
And then we had the return of the Firefly Funhouse.
We did. I'm so glad that they brought
Me
this,
too.
the Mr. Rogers bit. It's like, hi there, Finn.
That's why
How you doing?
That's why me and Ramblin' Rabbit are pretty big fans of yours.
Yeah.
So good how nice he was too.
Good, because if it was just, hi, it's knockoff Joker, it's like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But the fact that we've still got that.
I liked it, but I thought it would have been better if this children's TV presenter had no idea what the Fiend was and acted like he didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
They seemed to be friends.
That would be like Abyss and
Joseph
Joseph
Park.
Parks.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
I
like
spoke to the Fiend and he's very sorry, Finn.
I don't remember this. Yeah, it would have been good.
Who? No, I was here. I was making cookies with the rabbit. Oh, it'd be great. Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns devolved into a massive problem for Shane. Who wrote that?
WWE.com. What did it say?
Just, of course, they rewrote it. Kevin Owens vs. Roman Reigns devolved into a massive problem for Shane McMahon.
He got stunned.
I think that was the last thing Steve Oppenheim wrote. So, yeah, I like the show. I also like the fact we've got Trent Seven versus Volta.
NXT UK, yeah.
Trying to get revenge for Tyler Bate.
Tyler! Yeah. NXT US edition. Keith Lee lost to Damian Priest.
Damian Priest.
Punishment mod, yeah.
Bloody Priest.
What's his gimmick?
Damian Priest. He's deviant art Baron Corbin.
Yes, he is.
Because what I've seen, he's a bit of a goth man who likes a drink.
Boop, boop. Yes, he's a goth man. Boop, boop.
Moxley is undefeated in G1 action.
Ooh.
I don't think he's going to win the tournament, but he's still undefeated in New Japan.
I thought you said lost to Ishii.
No, he beat Ishii.
Oh.
Ishii tried to beat him by jumping off the top rope through a table.
And Jeff Cobb did the I am the table bit.
Did he?
A post-match interview.
Good.
Like you, Jeff. He doesn't follow me on Twitter, so I don't know where I came from.
Kenta is still undefeated in Block A and wrestles Okada this weekend. And this brought up something that I've totally just either missed at the time. I was watching New Japan at the time, but I must have just missed it. Apparently when Okada wrestled Marufuji, he hit him with an Emerald Flosion, and everyone went, you can't be doing that, because Marufuji, Misawa, Emerald Flosion, and Okada hit it, and everyone went, there's all these like Noah trainees at the sidelines going, you can't do that, you've disrespected. Like the crowd like boo Okada for it. So everyone now thinks that Kenta's gonna hit him with a burning hammer. Which I'm not sure.
Yeah, because it's got the same name, they could use it, right?
Yeah.
But so what's the thing with Marufuji and Misawa? I don't know this.
Because just because it was like,
So I obviously know her and everything. But
just because apparently Marufuji's was like the ace of Noah,
Oh, okay.
and then Okada beat this like big Noah guy with Misawa's move, and it was disrespectful because he stole Misawa's.
I like that.
And I don't know if you know, but Misawa's like dead, so it's a bit. No, I'm not joking.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Misawa. Yeah, this famous Japanese wrestler.
CM Punk's got Misawa's boots tattooed on him. He's got the green and white boots.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, that's
I think.
fair.
Though I laughed at that instinctively because I'm a horrible person, but I'm like, cause the idea of CM Punk versus Misawa is.
That would be good. Do you
That
not
will be
rate
good.
CM Punk? Oh,
No,
right.
it's just it's like. No, I can't see that match happening. Misawa is like God
CM Punk,
over there.
CM Punk versus Kenda would be the matchup.
Yeah,
Because
that can happen.
Good,
But,
yeah. Okay. Anyway,
sorry, I think I'm digressing somewhat.
the G1's been doing stuff, and 205 Live's main event had Shane Strickland in it. Oh, Isaiah
That's
Swerve.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
The crowd were actually kind of warm,
Yeah.
like this room, for
Yeah.
205 Live, and he had a good show with Drew Gulak because everyone loves Drew Gulak because he's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fabulous Drew Gulak to his friends. And NCL has a show this Saturday.
North Wrestling.
North Wrestling here in the North, where we drink fizzy and still water. We don't care. And we have Ricky Shane Page.
Deathmatch
nice
man.
cameo appearance.
Yes.
All the way from USA
He's
land.
got a title shot.
Against Spike Trevay.
Boo.
Bit annoyed that he's getting the title shot, but I don't care because he can beat the hell out of Spike. The Ojmo.
Mm-hmm.
Be very happy that I name dropped him. Taking on Lucky Kid.
I
who
love
probably
Lucky
doesn't listen
Kid.
to this, probably got better things to be doing. And a whole host of people will be there, including Benji, who I just want to say is awesome and doesn't get enough love.
Is Boris on the card?
Yes.
Nice.
Of course he is.
Ooh, yeah.
He's contractually obligated to appear on every North show we can book amongst. I love him.
Excellent. Well, yeah, come to that if you...
North Wrestling, North
care
Wrestling,
about
North Wrestling, North Wrestling,
Saturday.
North Wrestling. Thank you very much.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
Now it's time to look in the mailbag, as that lovely intro just told us. We had format in here, so we'll assume this is all right. Hi all, not a regular listener or a fan, but was sent a... Oh no, I know what this is going to be about. Of your podcast, as my cousin Boise was mentioned.
Oh, no.
Just to clarify, we are... Well, it's not very good. We are related. It's not through blood. My mother and father, in inverted commas, were on a break 9 months before I was born. So my uncle, in brackets, Boise's dad, if you're paying attention to this Game of Thrones scenario, is not my blood relation. We do not tend to highlight this to people as my mum's sex life is not something to bring up while down the pub. So, as this is for a question section, I feel I have to ask a question. So who do you think will win Love Island, and which wrestlers would you like to see in the villa next year?
Wait, I couldn't even get that, sorry. Can you read that again?
Sorry, I'll tell it again in English. Okay. Who do you think will win Love Island?
Oh, my God.
And which wrestlers would you like to see in the villa next year? Regards, Emma Shepherd. Yeah, last week somebody had a real Hard on for bringing up somebody called, not bringing up again, but somebody who happened to be in a relationship with the cousin.
I just spat everywhere there. Sorry.
I think we
picked it up.
Yeah, and I think this person is clarifying that they were not blood related, so it was okay.
This is fake, isn't it? Someone's playing the part of Boise's cousin.
I was in two minds, mate.
Do you think it might actually be Boise's
It
cousin?
might actually. I don't know. I just felt it important, just in case it is legit, just as a public service announcement, just to get it in there.
It's very
It's
true.
a fake Boise.
Is she real?
Secret agent Boise?
Is she real? Because the fact that I thought it was going to be, with that in mind, who's going to win the G1 or something wrestly, but no, it's...
I hope every week we get correspondence from the Boise family.
The correct answer is we win Love Island when Love Island finishes, because Love Island's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awful.
I'm sorry, you'd think that we would be, the peons of popular culture right now, but Love Island, I've just finished watching Chernobyl, so no, I do not
apparently
really...
that's very good.
I liked it. If you get over the fact that it's like, oh, hang on, they've all got British accents. They're not doing the thing that we used to do, like in Goldeneye, and be like, oh, let's get a British actor. Hello, I am Rusky. It's like, no, they just speak British. So, as far as Love Island, I have no clue. Even Love Island.
I'd like to see us all parachuted into Love Island and just see the faces on the Love Island regulars when we walk. Oh, hey! And just be like, what's going on here?
Well, have the presenters go, it's the Cultaholic lad. As if he knows.
I would like Shane McMahon to be dropped in there, and the door's locked, and then the key's destroyed.
They're dropping without a parachute.
Yeah.
Elbow drop into a palm tree.
He'd survive anyway.
Yeah, he'd get up.
Survive helicopter crash, didn't he?
Yeah.
They see him sweating and goes, oh, have you been on the island for a while? And goes, no, I just got it.
I've just realised that made me sound like I was gutted that he survived the helicopter
No.
crash. I'm not. I just don't like his wrestling persona / character. It's gone too far.
That's real heat.
No, come on, no helicopter jokes, please. So, Max Landis has a question.
What?
Hi, lads. So I met Batista and asked him for a photo.
Wait.
No, don't pay attention to that. It's supposed to be like a quick joke and move on.
But what's it got to do with...
John Landis. Helicopters. Twilight Zone. If I have to explain it,
How was I ever going to get that? And I was like, let's not mention Max
you're
Landis
a really
on the
sad
podcast.
weirdo like me.
Oh, right.
That was out for my shout out
Did
to
you
my
get that?
friends.
I just smile and nod. Everything said.
Homer Simpson, smiling.
I was going to do a thing where I was going to bring in a hot pepper, and every time I bombed, I was going to take a bite. But then it became the hottest part of the year, and I'm like, you know what, Kuwait winter did either.
So this question's from John Lander.
Yeah, let's get rid of that then. What was it? Hot pepper, ow. Hi lads, so I met Batista and asked him for a photo. Afterwards I said, this might be weird, but Batista, the man I definitely met, you smell really nice. His response, I wore cologne.
Oh, yes.
Oh no! Oh, I didn't even...
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't care.
I didn't even think that was a joke until you laughed.
I've not even read the question that comes after that. I just want to include it for that joke. That is top draw.
That's brilliant.
I walk alone.
That's good though.
To get the feeling right, we start.
Anyway, bad jokes aside, what do you think is the best / worst theme music change?
Oh.
Okay. For me, I just liked any Austin theme with lyrics and really like Baron Corbin's new music. Thanks, lads. Barkley from Bendigo, Australia.
Thank you, Barkley.
You see
Bendigo,
now,
that's a cool name.
Baron Corbin's old theme's a lot better than his new one.
Yeah.
And his entrance is a lot better than his new one as well. His old entrance is better.
I think this fits his character of because it's just like all downbeat and slow and
Baron Corbin is Baron Corbin. Here's Baron Corbin. Yeah.
I walk alone.
I preferred Killswitch Engage to Cult of Personality for CM Punk. I thought the Cult of Personality was a bit too on the nose. It's like, well, that's what he's trying to be, a Cult of Personality, but it's too obvious for me.
I see your point.
And I just really like This Fire Burns because it reminds me of the Money in the Bank entrance as well, which is one of the best entrances ever. But yeah, I've recently, because I've been watching a bit of ECW as well, I always as a kid liked One of a Kind as RVD's theme. Well, it's a good song, but his weird punky like ECW
Walk.
theme. What?
Punky. Yeah, no, that was Pantera.
Pantera, isn't it?
He had
Then later on,
Pantera as
Kill-
his theme.
Yeah. Did
Did he? RVD?
Yeah, like his entire run.
Oh, right, fair enough.
And then they recently did the
I just
cover
like the
of it where
stock
it
one
was
they use
just
on the network there.
Oh, yeah.
I like this. I like the first one. When he
RVD
came
grew up
to
the pop punk.
I like that.
the one with the didgeridoo at the start. I like that one.
One of a kind.
When he first
Hey.
arrived, before One of a Kind.
Oh, right.
It starts with like a long didgeridoo sort of thing. It just goes. Da, 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 da,
Oh,
da,
I know what you
da,
mean.
da,
Yeah,
da,
yeah.
da, da, da.
Oh,
Wow,
yes.
that's a deep cut. I haven't heard that in a while.
Was that meant to be like Pantera, but faster?
It doesn't really sound like Pantera.
No, I guess
Instead of walk, it's run.
I'd really like whatever the stock tune they used for RVD's run on the WWE network.
Undertaker's DVD release theme. I think it was called Going Postal. That's a banger.
What?
You know, on certain date where they didn't have the license for rolling.
Oh, you mean right.
And it was called I think it's on YouTube listed as Going Postal.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, I think it's a good fit for Undertaker, me.
Okay.
That period of time. No Way Out 2002. That's where I first heard it, and I was hooked.
That's a weak change. I didn't like the "You've done it now."
Oh, hey. That's aged like a fine wine. I love it, me. I used to hate it when I was younger, but I love it now.
Aldi fine wine. Much cheaper.
The finest of the fine wines. What was the question?
Best/worst theme music change.
Sting's the worst one when he arrived in WWE.
I think people split on WCW, never mind that, when he went from having the awesome Sting Crow theme to Seek and Destroy live version by Metallica. Because they had like the light effect and stuff, and I thought it was, wow, it's really cool. Like, but like, people were like, no, it doesn't really fit the image. Because you hear that song, you're like, some guy's going to come out running and firing. It's like Sting plodding to the ring. Going, yes, this is the live version. This is the live version, so it makes it sound like the crowd are awake. Bit awkward. But I think Batista getting the... Yeah, I know that guy said that question. I think
that's good.
It's Sliver, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Click, click, boom.
Nah, moving on. Hey guys, the recent segments on Raw involving Bray Wyatt has severely freaked me out and left me with a sense of anxiety, especially the close-ups on the mask. I feel like he might jump out the dark doorway at me or appear around the corner like Slender Man. So my question is, are there any wrestling segments, moments or storylines that have left you feeling a certain way for a while? It doesn't have to be a negative feeling. Cheers. Willie Banger.
That's not even clever.
A.K.A. Tom Hullier.
Okay.
Willie Banger.
Willie Banger. A.K.A. Knob McArsehole.
Yeah, really. Oh, you guys, you tricked me. Like, you can see it.
I've got one for this.
Go on.
When Kane unmasked, I was 10, right? The summer of 2003,
right.
and it kept me up. And I don't know if it was linked to because I've talked about my recurring dream when I was younger. I used to walk through the little concrete bit where we used to play football when we were young.
Right.
This was before Kane unmasked. He was there with his mask off, and I always get chased by Undertaker down the street. It was I had this dream loads of times. So I don't know if it was linked to that. But when Kane unmasked, and I know looking back it was hilarious. He just like had a bit of charcoal smudged on his face. Yeah. The way, remember the package on the week after Raw where they obviously showed the highlights. Well, they showed it happening. There's no highlight there, is there really? That like distorted it.
Yeah.
That bothered me that bothered 10-year-old.
Oh, the face distortion. Yeah.
The 10-year-old me didn't like that. I'm all right now though.
I mean, that's why people don't like clowns and stuff. So I mean, they did it with Bob Backlund actually. They did the promo package after he beat Brett for the title in '94. They think like Bob Backlund snapped, crackled and popped, and they did the X Files thing to start with the fake like X Files goes like that, and I was like, oh god, I don't like that at all. They really unsettled me, but I just didn't like Bob Backlund.
Mine is Kai and Tai cutting off Val Venus's dick. I was too young to really understand that it was meant to be comedy, and it freaked me out so much. And then I hid the VHS tape from my little brother because I wanted to protect him from seeing that angle. And then he like 3 years later or something, he found it and it brought back all. I was like, oh god! I just saw like he was watching it. I was like, oh no, Tom put it away. That's what they should have said to Val Venus. Anyway, so
it's good.
Yes. So that's mine, Kai and Tai cutting, and I still find it. I can watch it, but I still find it a bit. It still stirs something in me. I'm like, no, I don't.
I'll tell you what. One that does still get me when I see it is when Ivory gets the iron. Is it on Tori's back?
Oh,
they're having like a hardcore match backstage. It's like,
oh yeah,
it's not obviously real, but the sound effect they use and the way it's timed, it's really convincing.
Oh, okay.
Just a hot iron right on the back, sizzle.
I also got freaked out by the Demon Dale Torborg's sarcophagus that he used to come out with.
I think it looks cool as hell. It was way too good for him.
Dale Torborg? It's great.
Well, one time he scheduled to have the match, and then I think like Norman Smiley or someone just put a bar there and he couldn't open it. Starved to death. I'm not being freaked out or anything by the shows, because I was watching David Cronenberg films and whatever, so wrestling couldn't really do anything.
Right.
I remember getting really, really annoyed, and now I'm just like desensitized to everything that happens in wrestling, but like really annoyed with Muhammad Hassan because for 1 week he came out and people were like, uh-oh, boo! And he was like, no, please, like, don't judge me on the actions of others. It was like, oh my God, are WWE going to be like this crazy company that have like the good Muslim or whatever, like, you know, nice thing? He comes out, he's actually, no, don't judge me just because I look different, I have a different religion. And then I think a week later it came out, and was like, death to America.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
It was so bad. You know, it was bad when the TV network has to go, yeah, like, we're drawing the line here. Get rid of this guy or you're off the air.
Don't judge me, but I'm going to get my mates in ski masks to beat up the
like,
Undertaker and carry him out like that. So.
Yo, maybe like a slow turn and be like, hey, I tried to be nice and you booed me anyway. No, literally, it was like, switch the light from good to bad.
That's a good evil laugh you've got, though.
Thank you. It's my real laugh. Hi, lads. Long-time patron here. Love the show, etc. With classic finishes such as the Ross Rhodes, essentially Tajiri's Green Mist, but with a can of Taurus. That's good. The Torture Jack. Jack pulls a bobble hat out of his tights, puts it on his opponent's head, and then gives him a grade for the match so far.
It started off weak, but I enjoyed the end.
I like this. And the unforgettable Matastrophe just says involves hoodies.
I didn't understand that one.
Admit it. If that's an insider joke, I'm not in the inside. My question is, what is the greatest finisher name of all time? I love the Walls of Jericho. Biblical. Liminal. Leon Newton. I've got that right. There's a symbol above the U.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leon. Yeah, what's that?
Oh. I have no idea.
Circle above the U.
Thank you, Leon.
I think it might be a typo. But Leon is there. We'll call him Leon. Name for a finisher. There's a few I've got in my head.
I've got one straight away. It's Rainmaker. It's like that's a word born to be a wrestling finisher name. It's like Shearer is born to be a goal scorer's name, because when a commentator shouts Shearer, it's a fantastic name. But when someone shouts Rainmaker, it's just a fantastic thing to shout.
I agree with that.
I'm not going to do it, but you know.
You're going to shout Shearer?
No, I'm not going to shout Rainmaker.
Oh. Can you shout Shearer for us?
I don't want to.
Okay.
Shearer!
Yes! Yes!
Sorry, headphone users. That's the second time this week.
Got him.
We didn't even plan that, did we?
Point at head. Jack, what is yours? I'll not say anything.
I was just going to build on that and say that New Japan tend to have good finisher names. Destino, I like that. Destino's a good finisher name. But Kevin Kelly does that thing now where he goes, Destino! And he just stops at the 3 count. But sometimes if
that's good.
If he hits it and then crawls over, he still has to go, oh.
He kicked out. What do I do now?
He does, sometimes they do kick out and he goes, oh my God. Yeah, I like Kevin Kelly, but not that. No.
Go.
Yeah.
Well, that's your... Anyway, I've got 2. Nightmare on Helm Street for Hurricane Helms because of the cheese. Because the length of that name, you have to say it really quickly or the match is over. And just the sheer inappropriateness of it. Before I got named the Alabama Slammer,
oh no,
Hardcore Holly's finisher for a brief while. I believe it's in the SmackDown game, at least one of them. I don't quote me on that. The Holocaust.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he did call it that. You just can't, can you?
He did. How do you like me now?
I mean,
I
can't believe that.
There's been controversial finisher names, but nothing like the Cop Killer was homicides, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah, that was, he's from the streets.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Cattle mutilation.
Yeah. For a
that was
vegan.
really controversial. Oh, yeah, wait, yeah. I really got the vegan connection because you didn't call that on TV.
But no, but why would a vegan call it? Oh, was he not a vegan then?
I don't know. I'm thinking too much about that.
I also like a little bit of last chancery, me.
Yeah?
It's a nice name for a finisher. I'm going to get you with some last chancery.
Vertebraker.
Yeah,
from
because it
side
literally
to
will
side.
break your
I like Vertebraker.
We're going to do it, Maffew. What a tune that is as well. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, don't make themes like they used to, did they? Do they?
Sometimes they do. If your name's Dexter and your surname's Loomis. Hello, gentlemen. After watching Adam and Ben play WWE 2K19, I decided to play the game for the first time in months. I started universe mode with an AEW show, which Cultaholic eventually invaded. Can you imagine? And claimed every championship. Oh, good. All was going well until Pacitti and Maffew dropped the belts to the Lucha Brothers.
Oh, weak.
Oh, I've always hated them. After the match, Maffew absolutely snapped to proceed to destroy Pacitti. I like this. Leading to a feud between Maffew and Pacitti that ended in a Hell in a Cell match, in which Maffew sent Pacitti through the roof and off of TV with a serious injury.
Wow.
So it's true to life. Maffew then went after Ross. No, I would never do that. Ross's AEW Championship, which he rebranded the Cultaholic Heavyweight Championship. Maffew won the title in after Sam did a run-in and turned on Ross. Now Maffew was likely to headline All Out against Kenny Omega. And only
He'd get a good match out of you.
the battle of the sexually confused white guys. And the only remaining members of Cultaholic is Jack and an injured Pacitti. Anyways,
so sad.
what do each of you consider the best rise and subsequent fall of a stable in wrestling history? I always enjoy the podcast. Appreciate the content you guys put out. Josh Shepherd. Well, nothing's going to beat that. Rise of a...
Rise and fall.
I mean, it's NWO, and it's the easy answer.
that is the easy
The
answer.
initial
Absolutely.
rise, and then the 100 people turning up.
I see your NWO, and I raise you Evolution.
Yeah.
That was a good fall, because that was a deliberately good fall.
Yeah.
Because it ended up doing what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And rose up the size of the business of Batista and Orton.
I feel like the Undisputed Era could have a really good one, because it seemed like they were going to break, and then they didn't. And now, whenever it happens, I think it's going to be explosive. It's going to be good.
I'm going to go with Nexus because, my God, that one angle they did, the one angle.
Yeah.
And then everything after that sucked.
Then they ran into John Cena.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
You know, after getting Brian fired off TV with a tie,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, it's all downhill from there. Wade Barrett
Barrett
should
should
have
have
won
been
the
the first
title.
English WWE champion.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the first English? Pete Dunne?
Not if he keeps that beard.
No?
Not a fan.
Oh.
Doesn't go. Not for me.
Fair enough.
A beard connoisseur.
Okay. Everything else is good, but the
You grew a
beard.
beard once.
I try to. I can't. I'm devastated. I'd love to grow a beard. I just can't do it. Well, I couldn't in 2016. That's the last time I tried.
I think it should be a Patreon thing.
Ginger, fluffy mess.
If we make this amount of money,
Was it like
Ross
Pete
will
Dunne?
grow a beard.
A bit like, well, but yeah, kind of, yeah. But just a bit worse.
Ah.
And this is pretty bad to begin with.
Can you grow a beard?
I can go very easily.
Really?
It's actually bad for me to shave.
Do it.
My boy's like, no, here's some eczema for you. Grow your beard. I'm like, no.
Do it.
I grow 10 more years. I need those years.
Okay.
And I don't need it. It's good, actually. We're out on Saturday, and I've got some ingrowing hairs that won't go away.
I saw this.
And
Steve.
there's a mutual friend of ours that went, hey, those some good hickeys you've got. You're a bit of a stud. And I, obviously being the person I am, did not correct her and went, yes.
How
yes.
big are these ingrown hairs like?
Big enough to be paying rent.
A mutual friend of ours.
Yes. Max Landers. It's called a throwback. Anyway, we'll move on. Thank you
think
very
it
much
would
for all
go,
these
didn't it?
fabulous questions, and especially Willie Banger for trying his best. If you'd like to send any questions, thoughts, opinions, or further do the ongoing storyline of Boise and what's happening with his life, then please send your questions to...
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
And now it's time for Reese's Pieces. The segment's so good they named American Candy after it decades ago, and we ripped it off in a storyline that was as boring as it was to listen to. And we have... Oh, wow. Play a bit of salt here. Thomas H. suggests John Cena's Lightning Fist versus Chris Jericho's Judas Effect.
Oh, the lightning fist.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Because Jericho's he's actually serious about his.
How does a lightning fist go again? It's the pose, and he goes, ah, and then is it just the right hook? I can't remember what it was.
that, isn't it? It just goes
Oh, it
like,
was the back of the hand.
yeah,
wasn't
it's
it?
back fist.
Yeah.
Back fist to the
Yeah.
future. There you go.
Like the gallows. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
But
hyped
it's
that
the way
up.
he does that and then goes. It's just such a little strike. It's great.
He only did that once, didn't he? Was it the Australia
Super
show?
Showdown, yeah. in
Yeah,
Australia.
and he won the match.
Did he win the match?
Yeah, he picked,
Yeah, I
was
think-
it Corbin he picked?
Yeah, maybe.
I can't remember.
I think he had maybe a minute total in that match, and that was 30 seconds of it.
He knew fine well he was taking the piss as well. He's got on this first class flight, paid for him, all the way to Australia, and he's
Yeah.
gone, you know what?
Yeah.
And they got the big bill, because he'd been filming something in China, hadn't he, or something like that. And he's like, I've got this new finishing move I'm going to debut at the Super Showdown in Australia.
You've got to see it. You're going to, blow your socks
It's going
off.
to blow your mind. He gets in the ring and goes, Hwah! And then bang.
Yeah, I tell you, lads, you paid for your seat, but you're only the edge of it when you see the lightning fist.
It's definitely the lightning fist that's better.
Yeah, Chris Jericho's Judas Effect annoyed people.
He's
All
got
I saw was people annoyed at it.
He's got a case of the Shane McMahons. He's done a few kickboxing classes at his good friend Dave Batista's gym. And thought, I can do this proper devastating move because I'm hard now, because I've done a few kickboxing.
But loads of people do good ones like Andrade.
Andrade poops all over that. And
Yeah,
I saw that.
Cedric's got one.
If he's so good, why is he not in the main event of AEW?
Yeah, true. I mean, Jericho as well. He's got enough finishes, and that's the worst one.
Yeah, but he's old now. He's nearly 50. He can't
I'm not
be doing a
expecting him
lion
to do a
salt.
lion salt, but he's got the walls of Jericho and the
I think they still do a
code breaker.
lion soul, can't he?
Ooh, it gets close every time. He gets closer to the mat every time.
Yeah, but I mean, those moves have also been kicked out of dozens of times, so he's got a new one. But people weren't impressed by it. And I think it was just I don't know, expecting.
Well, no, it's just the fact it was against Omega,
Yeah.
and it got hit once, didn't it? Didn't get kicked out of, which is weird for wrestling these days, isn't it?
But that's how you build a new finish.
I
I
just
know,
don't think
yeah.
it looked devastating enough either. He just kind of fell and went,
It would hurt, like
oh, in real life,
a massive elbow to the face.
Yeah. But not in wrestling though. Striking finishes have to be class, like Aleister Black's kick. And I just
Yeah.
don't think the Judas Effect elbow is good. It's not as good as John Cena's Lightning Fist, for example.
He should just grab his head and just shout, "Judas in my mind!" in his ear, and he goes, and then pins him.
I am more than whatever being. I find that song very cheesy. That seemed to be playing on a loop everywhere.
Omaha steak!
Everywhere went in Vegas. That song was on in the background.
Yeah,
Just that and Cody's theme tune were just on a
Yeah.
loop. Couldn't believe it. Anyway,
yeah. So that was a nice Reese's piece.
that was a good one. Thanks,
Yeah.
Tom H.
Thanks, Thomas H.
Thomas H.
If you have any Reese's pieces, please send them to Planet Ross.
Mailbag at cultaholic.com. Are you okay there, man?
You punched the table.
I gave a table like
You are the table.
Uh,
What you mean?
It's Cultaholic's
now this week's big
Question. Big question.
So we keep on going until everyone joins in, but it's never going to.
Big!
Jesus
got
Christ.
flashes back to Stevie Aaron from Jack the Jobber there.
Yeah. Big.
This week's
Big question.
Question.
The bar is open. It's one for the Stevie Aaron fans out there.
What did he do one time? He said like at 20 pounds. Or whatever.
Weighing in at 2 kilos.
From San Juan, Sao Paulo.
Love you, Stevie. Sorry. Love you, Stevie.
Anyway, the question is, how... Oh, I've already forgotten it. We've got Stevie Aaron quotes in my head. How will AEW's TV be
Go
different? Crap. Awful.
Do you want me to-
Go on, you say, Jack.
How will AEW's TV show be different from Raw and SmackDown, from WWE's TV? How will they
Kind
do
of what I
it?
said. Yes, that's a good question.
How will it
Jack.
differ? 30-mark question. 20 minutes spent on this one. No, I'm just talking about it's like what they used to say at school. Right.
I
sorry.
think what they do need to do is bring in Sid because he wasn't there on Raw.
Yeah,
That was
what?
done on purpose, that, man. Just to
You
keep
think
up.
so?
Ah, of course it was. It's Sid. Feed into the legend.
Just that he never turns up.
That he never turns
That
up.
Trump travel plan, again, derailing the chance of seeing Sid on Raw.
Was Sting announced, or have I made that up?
I think so.
Okay.
No, I think we said him last time. Because I think we said something about him being...
I can pick, a video package cut to him backstage somewhere, didn't it, recently? Was that on WWE TV?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I'm just picturing him.
Also, Jeff Jarrett was supposed to be at ICW Shug's Hoose Party this weekend.
But he's not.
Which has been building up for about a year because of Jackie Apollo doing this whole Jeff Jarrett gimmick. And he's been pulled off.
Do you know who he's replaced by?
Kushida.
Yeah.
Kushida, which is...
I mean, it's just,
Okay.
Kushida and Jeff Jarrett.
Same difference.
But then
yeah.
you'd assume... right, you'd assume that, because Jeff Jarrett was doing Monday Night Raw. No.
He works there, though, doesn't he? He's a backstage producer these days, isn't he? He was a few
doing
months ago. I
something.
don't know if he still is.
He sings all the songs. AEW. How long do you think it will be until they start having to wheel out the legends and have Tully Blanchard?
Oh my God, they've already wheeled out Tully Blanchard.
Oh, there we go. That's that question.
I don't know. That's a really weird question.
Okay, cool. Those
No, I
those
do-
shows.
how long will it be-
TVs. How
how
will it
long
be?
until-
What do you want from AEW's TV? I think it's about a. way
I
of
want
phrasing this.
easier to digest cameras
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
I agree with that. However, the last few shows they've put out, it has been more similar to WWE's style of TV than
has.
anything else,
Has
which
it?
is a bit worrying.
Oh.
Lots of cuts.
A lot of camera cuts, but at least they don't do the.
They don't do the shaky cam, that's a plus, but they do cut a lot, and sometimes don't cut the right camera. So it's like,
Yes.
what a move! You're like, where is it?
Yeah.
Tell you what I want to have. I'm going to go with a controversial one.
Oh,
I just don't want them to do pyro because I think their pyro looks awful.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not particular to anybody. It's just like, oh, we've got access to some pyro here. Main eventers have it all. And it just doesn't look very good.
I think it looks alright.
The fire did for Pentagon and Phoenix. But other than that, what I've seen so far just hasn't looked very good, in my humble opinion.
I think I agree with you,
It is
actually.
almost
It's like, if you can't do it better, just don't do it.
Okay. Well, by default, they're doing it better because they don't have any.
Well, you know what I mean.
I'd like to see... what I've really enjoyed recently, I'd like to see more of this. Did you see the promo from the Fallout of Fight for the Fallen, where the losing babyface team, the three hardcore lads, Havoc, Janela, and Darby Allin, all have a scrap because they're so annoyed they've lost the match, and they all start pushing each other, and they end up just brawling. And Janela keeps screaming, like, I'm 0-2, I'm 0-2. He's annoyed because he hasn't won a match yet. He's like, I waited 14 years for this contract, I'm 0-2. And I was like, oh, like the way that they've used that. So I like the mixture of the entertainment-iness of sports entertainment, but the real sports aspect is more stark for me than it is in WWE.
Right, I think they've said that in a few things, that's what they're keen to emphasise, that wins and losses will matter, which
And
is like, okay, good.
I don't want it to become totally like UFC. Like, he's like 3 years down the line, he's got 57 wins and 43. Like, I don't think it should be that, but like recent form.
Yeah, maybe if it goes on for a few years, they
Yeah.
can do a soft reset. But yeah, to begin with, I like it because a lot of these people, I'll know who they are because I'm a sad, lonely indie fan watching wrestling person. But not everyone's going to know the history of Janela, Darby Allin especially. He's only just in the last year or so like got evolved, started doing PWG and stuff like that. And Jungle Boy's really new, so they really have to like, you know, maybe. Oh, how do you know who that person is? He has 10 wins.
Right.
He's good.
Yeah.
That guy has 10 losses. He sucks. His name is Ziggler. What's he doing here?
Imagine if they got Ziggler in.
And he lost.
I hope not. He's good pals with War Chris. I just called him War Chris. War Chris Van Vliet.
Oh, there's been any update on the Van Vliet situation?
What, with us?
Yes.
We're going to collab later this year. When he's over here.
On what?
Lovely.
Don't know. Probably a Straight to Hell. Probably something for his channel.
What's his going to be straight to Canada?
Your words, not mine. I think Canada's a lovely place. Never been. Wouldn't know.
Oh, I've been. I've had poutine. It's very nice.
Sorry?
What's the national
Chips
dish?
and gravy and cheese.
That's right.
Why is it called poutine?
Because it's Canadian.
Oh.
It's cheese curd.
What's
Chris,
that- what's that, a lot of
Is that the first question for Chris Van Vliet? Yeah, there we go. Chris Van Vliet should be. What do you think of poutine?
Back to the matter at hand, though.
Oh,
I think-
AEW.
You know what I want to see for the first few weeks?
What do you want?
Is one jobber taking on a lot of people so everyone can distinguish the unique offence against this one jobber.
This poor guy.
This one
Oh,
guy.
that's good, yeah.
So you can
Crash test dummy.
easily see the difference between
Yeah.
everybody. Because to a lot of people, me included with some of the people that's on the roster, I'm going to be introduced to these people more in-depthly.
Yeah, that is something, like I was saying, they're doing the nice YouTube shows of like the road to whatever show they're coming up to, and that's nice. But yeah, for people who are watching the show first, I'm like, hi, I'm
Excalibur. Look at me. I'm a guy in a mask. You're like, whoa. And then he
Yeah.
starts talking about wrestlers that you've never seen.
The intro should be like one of those old 80s shows, where all cartoons where they're doing a bit of a rap and say like, I'm Excalibur, I'm the commentator.
I'm
I'm good old JR, you know me from Monday Night Raw. And I'm the other guy whose name is cut midway through his rap.
And I'm Alex Marvez.
AEW.
And I am very entertaining.
Can we write an AEW? I'm Cody Rhodes. I'm the son of a
Yeah, son of a plumber.
son of a plumber. Don't chat to me or I'll hit you with a stunner. He doesn't do a stunner.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I actually like this. I might try and do this.
I'm Kenny Omega with curly hair.
I'm Kenny Omega. I'm here to stay.
If
I like
you
Kota
dare.
Ibushi, but I'm only kind of gay. I'm Chris Jericho, and I'm in a rage. I want Moxie. I want him in the cage.
I'm Nick. I'm Matt. We're the young bloody butts.
We're not like the Hardy Boys because they sucks. Wrestle on.
AEW. Start it every week. That's the first hour.
Metapod, Jigglypuff, Articuno Zapdos. Oh, I can't breathe.
Oh, God.
That's how AW
I can't
show will
wait to get to
differentiate.
the Dark Order bit.
We used to be...
And what's he called? Just pipes in. What's his name? I've forgotten.
Play Uno.
The bald one.
Oh, Simon Grayson.
Simon Grayson. I'm Simon Grayson.
No, wait, is it Stuart Grayson?
Stu Grayson.
I'm thinking
Stu
of
Grayson.
just
Simon
the
Grayson.
Peep Show joke. Hi, I'm Robert Grayson. No, I'm Robert Grayson. Ah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I get you.
Stuart Grayson, sorry.
Simon Grayson's the football manager, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He used to manage Sunderland. He was rubbish. Right, sorry.
But just the rap when it got to his part, like all these wacky names and big characters. And hello, I'm Stu Grace.
And I'm Alex Jabay. That's all the time we've got. That's how it's going to differ.
And I'm... It could. Copyright 2019
Marty
AEW.
Skull right at the end. And
No, wait, you still got me. Look, Marty Skull, make you laugh, make you sing, thing. Damn it, that monkey will pay.
Oh, God.
So, yes, the AEW rap, I think, will be the thing that sets the... We also have to do this now.
Yeah, I'll take part in this right now.
Yeah, I will as well.
Yeah, they're all there on the stage.
They're all friends in this video, but not. Yeah,
The goodies on the left and the baddies
Yeah.
on the right.
There has to be sax.
yeah, they does.
Someone, Jimmy Havik's got a trumpet.
I'm Sean Spears, you know me from back when. Do you want a concussion? I'll give you 10.
That was class. It's just getting a bit too snooker loopy for me right now.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. Oh.
Unless I wear these goggles. Snooker loopy.
My God. We are wrestling loopy.
Oh, my face.
No.
Well, we're not gonna top that.
It's TNT.
What?
I had something I wanted to mention, but we can't top that. I can't end the show. But basically,
Oh, go on.
Dragon Gate had like the show of the year so far, and there was some really good matches on it. And Pax.
Yeah, what a great time to mention
It's relevant.
Oh, yeah,
it's
breaking
relevant.
news. Pax lost his title.
lost his belt, which means he can now lose matches again. So he might now come to aid.
Yeah.
I'm Geordie Neff. Way there, Bonnie.
Fuck all the times on mine. No, Pac, that's not what we're doing. You know what we're on about?
I've got a pocket for me tabs and one for me Brun. Good luck.
They said no swearing, so I just like beep, beep, beep.
I used to pack my.
Oh, Pac just did a Buzzcocks rap. I'm a bastard and I'm here to stay. Here for your proper lush, you.
For a minute,
Here, Cody Rhodes, I'll smash your pasty.
For a minute, I thought you meant the beat was going to speed up and then you do some new monkey. Like, 1, 2, Pac is here.
I imagine he can.
Yeah,
Yeah, I imagine that's it.
right.
Oh, all right, look, ladies and gentlemen, we have had a great time. Not sure about you. This has been the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. Please shout out your plugs or things you'd like to reference. Ross.
At Ross and Wrestling on Twitter and the gram.
Jack.
Insta.
At Jack the Jobber on Twitter. Jack G King 92 on the gram. And you're probably going to do North.
I will be doing North this Saturday.
Go on then.
At the Riverside. If you can't join us, it will be on Pivot Share. Not long afterwards, with commentary by me, Tom Campbell, and Amir Jordan, him off the telly.
Your Nan's favourite wrestler?
Your Nan's favourite wrestler, and all the other jokes that Andrew McGuinness has come up with on NXT 205. NXT. Doesn't matter. We're all tired. Let's end the show. Let's put our hands in the middle of the table, waggle the balls, and say, join us. AEW. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter @Cultaholic, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe, and don't forget, join us.